Hello, welcome once again to GCL Tutorials. This is English Diet. The English Diet is a segment where I point out common errors that we hardly identify as we use spoken and written language. In today's video, I bring you two common words that we'll be using a lot, but we find it difficult to identify how different they are. I'll urge you to spend just a few minutes to know the right usage of these two words. Anytime you speak, they sound the same, but then they are different words in English language. The words are advice and advise. So now let's take a careful look at these two words, advice and advice. In terms of orthography or spelling, one is ending with SE and the other is ending with CE. Now, when you look at the two and you pronounce them, you may think they are the same, but they are not. We'll look at their differences in terms of their pronunciation, and we'll also look at their part of speech. The one that ends with SE would have to be pronounced with a Z sound at the end. So z, advise, 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 which is a verb. So part of speech talks about a category that a word belongs to in terms of grammar and how it functions. So that is the one that ends with SE, Z sound. Let's look at the CE. The CE does not have the Z sound at the end, but the sound should be S. S. That is the S sound. S. Advice, advice, advice. So we have advise and advice, advice. That one ends with CE. So ADVICE, advice. Then ADVISE, advise, advise. So the Z sound at the end. Kindly pause the video and try this pronunciation. So the one that ends with SE is a verb. The one that ends with CE is a noun. So let's look at the meaning of the verb one. Advise, ending with SE. This is to give counsel, to give an information, to give a suggestion. So all these should function as a verb anytime you construct a sentence. The noun form, which is advice, is a counsel or a recommendation, a suggestion or an opinion. You see, given to guide someone. That is the noun form, advice, advice. You would understand it better when you try using them in different sentences. So let's look at advise, the one that ends with SE. The doctor advised the student not to be taking medication without any prescription. As far as this legal issue is concerned, I would advise that you seek legal advice. So you see, I've used the two in this sentence, where the last one is the noun form that ends with CE, and the one I used before is the verb form that ends with SE. Kindly advise her to stop smoking because she has refused to listen to me. That is advise. That's a verb form. So just like you say realize, realize, advise, realize. Then let's come to the noun one that has the S sound at the end or the S sound at the end. Advice. That's the noun form. Advice. Just as you say ice, ice, ice cream. Advice, ice, advice. So now let's look at the examples. During my days in high school, I was given a great advice by our guidance counselor. So in this case, it's being used as a noun form. The tutor's advice helped us to pass our exams. The tutor's advice helped us to pass our exams. So that is also a noun. So I believe with these few examples, you've been able to spot the differences between advice and advise. In as much as they sound the same, you have noticed clearly that one produces the Z sound at the end and the other produces the S sound at the end. So you can easily tell that they are not the same. In terms of grammar or grammatical function, they are also not the same because their part of speech is different. The one that ends with SE is a verb. The one that ends with CE is a noun. I'm ready to get a lot of examples from you and I welcome them. Put them in the comment section as you are done watching this video. If you want more videos to come, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and let me see your comments. If you have subscribed, then the next thing to do is to touch the notification bell anytime there is a new video on English Diet or any other lesson, you'll get access to it. Make sure you share and keep making a good diet in English language. My name is JCL and see you again. Bye.